Everybody, welcome in.
The Trump administration announced new presidential pardons today. Trump administration announced new presidential pardons today. Among them, someone who already got clemency in the president's first term. Back in 2019, Adriana Camberos was sentenced to 26 months in prison after being convicted in a scheme to sell fake 5-hour energy drinks. President Trump commuted that sentence in early 2021. Then, in 2024, she was convicted again, along with her brother, in connection with a new fraud involving the illegal resale of wholesale goods in a scheme the FBI said netted them millions. Both were found guilty on 8 counts. Last year, she was sentenced to more than a year in prison. This week, the president released her from prison for a second time. Back with us is former federal prosecutor Jeffrey Toobin, whose latest book is The Pardon: The Politics of President.
They always talking about law and order for some reason. I don't get it. I think it's what do you mean by that is Democrats need to follow the law. I think that's what it is. Democrats you need to follow the law. Republicans don't. As long as you vote for him, you do what you want to do. This president is out of he's off his rocker. Man is off his rocker. And then this is the thing about the Republicans, man. They don't seem to under. Well, I guess they do and just don't care. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the corruption of Donald Trump at this point right now. I'm gonna give you. Everybody knows what he's doing about the uh, suing himself and everything like that. You know, the president filed a lawsuit against the government. This is how you know a person is corrupt. When you file a lawsuit against the government, you're the president. You file a lawsuit against the government. You know who would have to settle that case? Pam Bondi. He sued himself. Basically, Trump sued himself for $10 billion. 10 billion. So he's gonna get that money. He's suing it. He's suing the government because they supposedly leaked his tax returns and something like that. See, but every other president besides him done released their tax returns, but you're the only one that still hasn't. Then we got law and order, right? He's always screaming law and order, law and order, law and order, law and order. Well, we all know that I think law and order to him means Democrats, you need to follow the law because I'm gonna lock your ass up. Anything y'all do, I'm gonna lock y'all ass up. But if my supporters do anything wrong, yeah, I'm gonna pardon them and let them out of jail. And we already know what happened on January 6th. But this is crazy. This is what I want to say. How do you pardon somebody twice? Twice. You pardon them once or gave them clemency the first time. They effed up again. And you pardon them again. This is it's just all corruption. Listen.
2024, she was convicted again.
Listen to this shit.
The Trump administration announced new presidential pardons today. Among them, someone who already got clemency in the president's first term. Back in 2019, Adriana Camberos was sentenced to 26 months in prison after being convicted in a scheme to sell fake 5-hour energy drinks. President Trump commuted that sentence in early 2021. Then, in 2024, she was convicted again, along with her brother, in connection with a new fraud involving the illegal resale of wholesale goods in a scheme the FBI said netted them millions. Both were found guilty on 8 counts. Last year, she was sentenced to more than a year in prison. This week, the president released her from prison for a second time.
You see that? So, sorry about that. So, what I'm asking is this, right? Now, this doesn't make sense. The president is talking about fraud in Minnesota with the Somalis. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. He's talking about fraud in Minnesota with the Somalis, right? Listen to who he's pardoning.
Someone who already got clemency in the president's first term. Back in 2019, Adriana Camberos was sentenced to 26 months in prison after being convicted in a scheme to sell fake 5-hour energy drinks. President Trump commuted that sentence in early 2021. Then, in 2024, she was convicted again, along with her brother, in connection with a new fraud involving the illegal resale of wholesale goods in a scheme the FBI said netted them millions. Both were found guilty on 8 counts. Last year, she was sentenced to more than a year in prison. This week, the president released her from prison for a second time.
So, we know she committed fraud in his first administration. He commuted her sentence. She committed fraud last year. This year, she get another pardon. So why are you going out there? If the Somalis was committing fraud in Minnesota, what do you? I guess I'm not gonna hold my breath, chat, but I guess we should be waiting on the pardon. Hell no, because they black. You know they're not gonna get a pardon because they not Trump support. Well, I put it like this: half of the Minnesota Somali community are Trump supporters. They voted for him. They regret it now, but yeah. So what I'm asking is, why is he talking about there's so much fraud in Minnesota when you're steady pardoning fraudsters, and you pardon one twice? So to me, it doesn't seem like you really care all of that much about the crimes. Doesn't seem that way to me. And this is the most egregious one of all to me. Before President Trump took office, right? This time, he was talking to somebody over there in the Middle East, right? Well, come to find out, I think he's like a crown something. He's something. I don't want to say the crown prince because I'm not sure of his title, but he's something like that over there. One of those oil people. So the guy gave Trump $500 million. $500 million. And in turn, these people are gonna start manufacturing the most complicated technological chip on the planet that we have. Things that go into our fighter aircraft, those kind of chips that makes it so, capable of doing this and that. Now they're gonna start making it for us. So did we just sell our own technology? I think we did.
Get ready for an exciting and futuristic take on the